Hey loves, welcome back to Love Messages. My name is Sarah, and if you're new here, a big warm welcome to the channel. For those of you who are already subscribed, it's so great to have you back. Before we dive into tonight's reading, I have a quick announcement. Personal readings are now open for a limited time. If you're interested, you'll find all the details in the comments below. Now, let's get started. I'll be using this deck to tap into your person's current feelings, how they're seeing you and your connection, and any important messages coming through for you right now. First, I just want to say a huge thank you for all the love and support you show this channel. Every like, comment, and message truly means the world to me, and I appreciate you all so much. Now, let's jump into the reading. The first message I'm picking up on is that something is shifting. There's a strong spiritual energy in play. It feels like your person is going through a strange, almost surreal experience. This card usually carries a deep spiritual meaning, and I'm sensing a divine masculine energy who has been struggling with the idea of reconnecting with you. This is someone who may not have fully understood the depth of your connection before. They've likely been skeptical, brushing off all the signs they've received, whether it was seeing your birth date, hearing your name, or noticing certain songs and movies that remind them of you. One sign that stands out strongly is the number 1111, something they may have seen repeatedly when thinking of you but chose to ignore. But now, things are different. The signs are coming through so intensely and clearly that they can't dismiss them anymore. They're experiencing something completely new, something unlike anything they've ever encountered. It's almost as if they're being guided to finally acknowledge what they've been avoiding. I'm picking up on a powerful energy. Your person is going through a series of unexplainable events, and they're struggling to make sense of it all. These experiences aren't just about the present. It feels like they're receiving insights about the past and future as well. It's as if Spirit is showing them the full picture, making it impossible to second-guess the connection they share with you. There's also a strong sense of nervousness coming through. They know these messages are coming from a higher power, but the way it's unfolding feels overwhelming. It's almost as if they can feel God speaking directly to them, and they're unsure how to process it. Moving on to the next message, I'm sensing a deep curiosity from your person. They have so many questions, and deep down, they feel like you already have the answers. This is because at one point in your connection, you were the one who was more open about the spiritual side of things. But something has shifted. Maybe you've stopped sharing as much because of how they used to react when you tried to explain what you were feeling. Now, though, the roles are reversed. They can't stop thinking about you, and you're the one person they feel could help them make sense of what's happening. But they don't know how to bring it up. They're unsure how you'd react, especially considering the way they responded in the past. There's uncertainty on their end. Would you believe them? Would you even want to hear about it? Even though you've always been more spiritually attuned, this is completely outside of their comfort zone, and it's affecting them emotionally. They might even want to ask if you've been experiencing similar things, but they're hesitant, unsure if they should open up. This situation feels like one of those experiences that, once it happens, you just know no one will believe unless they've gone through something exactly like it. If you're wondering how your person is feeling, they sense that something divine is happening. They're noticing strange things, things they can't easily explain, and they want to talk to you about it. They see you as someone open to these kinds of conversations, someone who won't judge them. This experience is deeply personal, possibly even spiritual, and they don't feel comfortable sharing it with just anyone. But because you've shown them your understanding, they feel safe bringing it up with you. At the same time, this is making them question how open-minded you truly are, especially given where your connection currently stands. Even though you've both been through a lot together, something about this moment is making them hesitant to reach out. Yet they can't ignore their curiosity. They aren't just questioning their own experience, they're also wondering about yours. Lately, they've started to realize something profound, almost as if God has been speaking to them through other women all along. Your connection is being reflected back to them in unexpected ways. It feels like the women they interact with can sense your presence, even if they don't know you personally. As strange as it sounds, they're experiencing a deep awareness, almost as if every romantic relationship they've had carried an unspoken understanding that they were meant for someone else, and that someone is you. Right now, they're going through a major shift. They're realizing that the connection they feel with you has always been there, even when they weren't fully aware of it. There's always been a sense of something missing, a feeling that nothing else quite fit, because deep down, they knew they were meant for a different kind of love. And now, they're beginning to see that in a twin flame connection, the bond is so strong that even people outside of it can sense it. It's as if the energy is impossible to hide. Like everyone, both spiritually and physically, knows the truth, even if they can't quite put it into words. This realization is hitting them all at once, and it feels heavy. They're reflecting on past relationships, remembering times when things didn't quite add up, especially moments when they tried to force connections that were never meant to work. It's almost as if, on some level, the people they were with understood this too, even if they never said it out loud. Now, they're seeing things clearly. They're realizing how they manifested you into their life, how everything led them to this point. To be with someone like you, they had to be honest with themselves and with what they truly want in a partner. This newfound clarity feels deeply authentic, like their whole journey has been divinely guided. It took time, lessons, and experiences, but deep down, their heart always knew you were out there. This connection hasn't been easy for them to accept. Admitting the truth has been a struggle because they once lived by a different set of beliefs, thinking they were doing things the right way. But the more they reflect, the more they realize this connection isn't just something the two of you recognize. On some level, everyone they've met along the way seemed to know it too. Now, they see that this kind of love isn't for the faint of heart. It demands deep honesty, something they weren't ready for before. But now, they're stepping into their truth, embracing what their heart has always known. They really want to share this with you, hoping you're in a place where you can listen with an open heart. More than anything, they're curious about your experience, because for them, this realization has changed everything. Your person is on a journey of self-discovery, and this curiosity is leading them to ask deep questions. They may wonder if, during your time with others, you ever felt their presence, or if you somehow knew they were always meant to find you. They might ask if you sensed that your love story was destined to be different, something bigger than the ordinary. To them, these thoughts are overwhelming yet fascinating. It's almost as if this connection is so intense that everyone who encounters it, whether friends, family, or even strangers, can feel its power, even if they don't fully understand it. Right now, they're experiencing a shift within themselves, and hidden truths are surfacing. They're beginning to realize how others have always seen them, their potential, their purpose, and the kind of love they were meant for. In the past, these things slipped by unnoticed, overshadowed by their ego and distractions. But now, they're reflecting deeply. They've been hesitant about reconnecting with you, uncertain about where you stand and what place you hold in their life. The connection remains alive for them, but they are trying to figure out how to move forward. This isn't easy because it's tied to spiritual awareness and the bond you both share. From the very beginning, you were ahead of them in understanding what this connection truly meant. When you met, you felt an undeniable pull, an inner knowing that this was something profoundly significant. Interestingly, they were receiving the same signs all along. The universe was sending them synchronicities, but they couldn't recognize them at the time. Now, it feels like everything is coming full circle, as if timelines are merging. It's possible that God or the universe is showing them things they had already encountered but weren't ready to see before. With their heart opening, they are finally recognizing the truth about you and the bond you share. A key part of this transformation is tied to their solar plexus chakra, the center of confidence, power, and self-identity. They've built a version of themselves that they've been deeply attached to, making it difficult to accept anything that doesn't align with that identity. But now, they see that you are a vital part of their journey. They're beginning to understand that their truth is connected to you. This realization is bittersweet because it has taken them so long to get here, and they now see the things they overlooked, especially when it comes to you. They've been reflecting on who you were before this connection began, trying to piece together the moments that led you both here. It's as if they're reconnecting with past versions of themselves, and this shift is happening because they're gaining clarity on a mental level. What was once just a feeling is now manifesting into something real. The universe is confirming why things never worked out with anyone else, making it clearer than ever who you truly are to them. When they tell you that no one compares to you, they mean it, regardless of whether their actions have always reflected that truth. At the core of it all is subconscious programming. As twin flames, you are energetically designed for each other, resonating on every level. Your presence feeds them mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. They're realizing just how essential this connection is to their well-being. The energy exchange between you two is deeply linked to their solar plexus chakra, helping them step into their confidence, shine their light, and navigate life with strength. Everything is coming into focus for them now, especially after a period of confusion. They are beginning to see the depth of your energy and presence in their life like never before. And as they reflect on everything that has happened, they're recognizing their mistakes, not with regret, but as valuable lessons that have brought them to this point. They now realize that every moment of their past was part of their journey, preparing them for you, even though they didn't see it that way before. At one point, they might have even tried to hide certain aspects of their past, hoping to conceal who they were before meeting you. But now, they're finally coming to terms with their history and embracing their journey fully. The universe is guiding them to integrate these experiences, helping them see the bigger picture. I'm also sensing that the universe is showing them they haven't truly moved on from this connection, even if they've convinced themselves otherwise. It's as if they're receiving clear signs that something greater awaits them in love, yet they feel blocked by circumstances that seem impossible to overcome. This divine guidance is arriving at a time when they're deeply reflecting on the past, not to dwell on it, but to move forward with newfound clarity. At the same time, Divine Feminine, this person has been on your mind and in your heart for a long time. However, there's hesitation when it comes to deciding whether you truly want to reconnect. If you're wondering why they want to return, it's because they've undergone a profound shift in perspective. They're realizing how every event in their life has been connected, and their relationships, especially romantic ones, have been key indicators of this journey. They've been searching for something all along without realizing that it was you. In the past, they made mistakes, often because they weren't honest with themselves about what they truly needed. But now, they're being shown the truth, and it's reaffirming your role in their journey. What's even more striking is that whenever something significant happens to them, their thoughts instinctively turn to you. They ask themselves, what does this have to do with Divine Feminine? It's as if they know deep down that your energy is always present, especially in pivotal moments. Every memory, every flashback, and every sign from the universe reminds them of your connection. They are awakening to the power of true love, something that can't be faked, whether in the physical world or the spiritual realm. It might have taken them a long time to forgive themselves for past actions. For a while, they believed you were nothing more than a dream, an idea they would never find in reality. But from a higher perspective, as twin flames, we come into this world searching for our counterpart without knowing exactly who they are, what they look like, or where they'll be. And yet, when we find them, every part of us just knows. You've always felt that something was missing, that you weren't quite where you were meant to be. Now, your person is looking back at everything they've been through, realizing it all led them to you. Some of them even considered giving up and settling for something less, but they're now processing these emotions with a newfound awareness. The most profound realization they're coming to is that they loved you before they ever spoke to you, before they ever looked into your eyes or touched you. This is why twin flames manifest in so many different ways, sometimes with age gaps, cultural differences, or contrasting life circumstances. But none of that truly matters. This connection transcends the physical. It is a higher manifestation of energy, one that exists to bring divine balance both within yourselves and in the world around you. Twin flames often appear during moments of deep transformation, arriving in your life to help pave a new path and initiate the most profound changes. But these shifts can only happen if both of you are open to them. I feel like this message is very specific, and I'm sensing a connection where both of you may have felt like giving up at some point. It seems like you both let go, yet signs of this person continue to show up in your life. They too might have been living on autopilot, but something within them is stirring, pulling them back toward you. It seems like this person has been completely disconnected, caught up in the physical world, and not paying attention to anything spiritual. They may have shut out all signs and synchronicities, solely focused on their daily routine. Sometimes this happens when they need to conserve their energy, because your presence as the divine feminine is incredibly powerful. It might have been overwhelming for them, leading them to temporarily tune out of the connection. You may have done the same without even realizing it. However, the universe has been constantly sending you signs, possibly hinting at what this person is experiencing. If you share a strong energetic bond, you might have been picking up on their emotions and shifts. This reading simply serves as confirmation of what you've been sensing all along. Another message coming through is that this is all new to them. If you reconnect with this masculine energy, you might notice some changes. When you meet again, they won't be the same person they once were. For a long time, it may have felt like you were on different pages, but as the merging process unfolds, they are evolving. There were a lot of unanswered questions that left them confused, and when this energy first emerged, it might have scared them, both in how it manifested energetically and physically. They are now becoming more aware of their spiritual journey and recognizing that you are more spiritually advanced than they are. In the past, some of the insights or experiences you shared may have gone over their head, but now they're starting to pay attention. It's as if they're waking up to a whole new reality, and they genuinely want to talk to you about it. I sense that this might be the first significant awakening they've had within this connection, but it certainly won't be the last. They crave open communication with you and are curious about where you are in your journey. Are you open to reconnecting? Are you willing to hear them out? As they embrace this new reality, they are beginning to see you and this connection in a whole new light. What surprises them the most is how safe and natural it feels to share this side of themselves with you. Normally, they would hide these thoughts and experiences, pretending they never happened. But with you, it feels different. They deeply appreciate your non-judgmental energy and the way you see them as a whole person rather than just a romantic partner. This is a rare and beautiful thing. So often, people become possessive in love, forgetting that every individual has their own journey, lessons, and growth to experience. Your person is realizing this too. They now understand that every connection they've had before you was a stepping stone, leading them to where they are today. Without those experiences, they wouldn't have grown into the person they are now. And in some way, it feels like they've been searching for you all along. They wonder if you felt the same. This concept is entirely new to them, but it gives them a sense of confidence and pride to feel so deeply connected to you. They are now standing firmly in their masculine energy, which feels both powerful and meaningful. The next time you see them, you'll notice a shift in the way they express themselves. This transformation could bring a deeper sense of trust and intimacy between you. They're hoping you can feel their energy, even though they're a little hesitant. They want to know if you're still open to them. Something may have happened in the past, a separation or a barrier that put distance between you two. It feels like you continued to evolve, heal, and grow while they were still trying to find their way. But now, they're rising to meet you at your level. This is why they're unsure whether you'll still accept them. They want a fresh start now that they've gained clarity about your connection. I'll end the reading here. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to hit the like button before you go. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.